Hello! We are on our way down to Peebles for the Lothian and Borders Classic Bike Club show. I'm riding this 1970 something or other BMW R60/5. It belongs to one called John Gray, Greaser. It's his bike. He's had it for years. He's done the full rebuild and everything on it. And it's nice. A lot of people, especially a lot of people sort of a bit younger than me, sort of in their maybe 30s, love these old airheads. They're really commanding a lot of money now. And I always think it's a bit funny because they love these airheads but they hate other stuff like, well, the obvious ones that everyone seems to hate, Harleys. And they're actually quite compatible. Well, I guess any old bike is. So the performance, you can see, I mean, well, you know, it's a fucking quite old bike. It's got a 4-speed gearbox. It's never going to be like blistering performance. It's only got 30 or 40 horse. But like any other old bike, it's really endearing to ride. Especially these viewers are pretty refined for son of their age. John's got the brakes on this thing working pretty well. I mean, it's pretty good. Lots of cool stuff. The clock's cool as fuck. I mean, looking down there, you're like, it's clear that you're riding sand from a, you know, from a while back. The switch gear. So this is your indicators and your starter on the left hand side. This is your high beam and your horn. That's it. When you're riding these old bikes, you need to like take your time. So when you change gear, for example, it's like clutch in, down change, blip it, and do everything a bit slower. You can't batter it in the gearbox like a bandit. Not that you really need to, because it's only got 4 gears. So third and fourth. I mean, this is as in doing just under 30 mile an hour, third gear. It's pretty tractable. A little bit of hesitancy there, but I guess another reason that people love these old airheads is that it's a proper classic bike that you can use. You can use it every day. You can use this as your bike. I mean, sure, it's not going to do a lap of the Nürburgring super quick, but you could tour on it easy enough. It's got enough grunt, and I mean, this one's got the occasional hiccup. It's a 50-plus-year-old carved bike. But even on these wet, bumpy roads, it's comfortable. It pulls along well. Tractable motor. I nearly had a 750 version of this lined up that I was going to try and buy, but the guy that was dealing with was a bit of a nightmare, so that sort of fell through. And now I've got another project which I think I'll have put a video up of already. But yeah, we'll have a good look at the bike when we get down to the show. So yeah, airheads. They're actually quite nice. So this wee 60/5, this is, the 60 means 600cc, and 5's the sort of generational part. So 5 means old as fuck. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, with an old bike like this, I mean, you need to look after it, you need to maintain it, obviously, a bit more than like your modern bikes. But you could easily, you could ride it to the Alps. as you can see, it licks on. I mean, the performance, if you're happy sitting at 50, 60 with little back roads, this thing's ideal. Ah, sorry Reason, I've got quite bad wind. Farting all over your vintage and classic seat. I'm really surprised how good the brakes are on this thing. I mean, I've had a shot of other old Beamers, like plenty of them, and the brakes are crap, like really bad. This thing's good. So right. So this is up to roughly 60. It's still the easiest speed out of in the world. Roughly 60. And it's smooth, it's not buzzy or anything, it's not vibrating like crazy. It's going along fine. It's a relaxing thing to ride. Engine braking's good. You know, you don't, I mean, it's an old bike, you wouldn't be thrashing the life out of it anyway, but you don't want to. You just want to chill out, sort of cruise along. It's good. So my dad, he's also on a 60/5. That's his white one. The difference between his and Greaser's, the main one, is these handlebars. You'll see my dad's has got these tiny little narrow bars, whereas this is the, I think it's the one for the American market. As I say, when we get down to the show, we get down to the Trailer Hall in Peebles, we'll have a good look around the bike. You can hear that distinct BM sound. Oh, well, hopefully you can hear it. I don't know if the mic will be picking up. So this is in third gear, full throttle, up into fourth. This is Peebles. Here we are. Classic Big Show autojumble. That is us. How you doing? Well, this is John Gray. Check that wee thing. So that's how everyone's getting set up. Here is the airhead. We'll see what else is here. Look. Raw little guzzy Stevies. Another airhead. XBR. I remember when I once really bought one of them for 200 quid. There's the airhead that I rode down, John's airhead, beside this nice Marini 3.5. Marini 350. Look, that's Ray cleaning his bike, trying to get some last minute points, but there's no fucking chance because look, there's a quack triple here.
Another old guzzy. Check this whole thing. Tiny little thing. So that's also John Gray's Thunderbolt. But you can see that's tiny. Watch out, shit, aye. Gonna go. Look, there's Bobby Davidson's Enfield. So you can see the difference between the bars. They're tiny.
So that was the show. We never won a prize, but riding the airhead was good. And it's if you're in the market for a classic bike, you can do much worse than one of these things. And I think the old Beamers are head and shoulders above the British bikes. They're actually usable. You could have a classic bike that you can actually use. And the parts and stuff are relatively easy to come by. I mean, there's still bits and bobs you can't find. But yeah. So a big thanks to Greaser for letting me ride his bike down. It's been quality. Remember to subscribe. So just as a wee comparison, I'm having a shot of my dad's 60/5. So this has got the narrower bars, and that's the only real difference. But with bikes that are this old, I mean they'll have different setup in the carbs and all sorts of stuff, so it feels quite different. The only trouble is it's a Sunday. I've got to contend with these guys, Sunday drivers. Young lads wanting to rev up. It's fucking 50-year-old, mate. Actually, this doesn't handle too bad with these little narrow bars. The big difference between these ones and the later airheads, well, the biggest part's the 4-speed gearbox is pretty old-fashioned, quite agricultural. But you've got all the cool clocks and switchgear and stuff as well. Whereas after this, it became much more modern. Yeah, as far as actual biking goes, the modern ones are better, but better bikes. But they probably lack. Well, I would say they lack some of the character. Especially with the clocks and that sort of thing. The engines actually feel quite similar, but the 4-speed gearbox definitely feels old-fashioned, because it is. So remember to subscribe, and if you've got a bike that I could ride and make a little video of, let me know, because it'd be really good to get a few more. I promise to look after it, so any bike, big or small, just to make a little video of. Remember to subscribe! What's my voice is going? Ciao!